Hello, hello. I am Jenn HERMAN with Jenn's Trends, and tonight we are talking about Instagram likes going away. Does it matter to you? Is it going to impact you? Is it going to hurt or help your business? What are the impacts to you? Does it matter? How big of a deal is it? Those are all the things that we are talking about tonight. Yes, we have a special appearance tonight by the one and only, my gorgeous, adorable daughter. So this is going to be a slightly, probably shorter video because I have her and we don't know how well this is going to go. It's also an easier topic. It's not a full-blown topic. We won't be here for a full hour like our usual shows. I'm going to go ahead and get Instagram launched and set up as we always do. For those of you watching this on the replay, I am going to highly recommend that you probably want to skip ahead. Today has been a crazy day in my life, and there's probably going to be a lot of chatter and banter and things like that before we get into the actual topic of Instagram likes going away. If you want to pay attention to the banter, I welcome you to hang out when we get going over on Instagram, but it is probably going to be at least a few minutes worth of chatter before we get into the topic. So if you want to jump ahead 2 to 3 minutes in this video, maybe even more, completely okay. I will not be offended. I want to make sure that you get the actual knowledge out of this video if that's why you're really here. But of course, you are always welcome to hang out and partake in all of the randomness that happens when we go live on Instagram. Which, on that note, I'm getting a phone call right now. We'll just yeah. Nothing like trying to go live and your phone literally rings as you go live. Oh, welcome to life. Okay, let's get this going. Ooh, my YouTube camera, I look decent. My Instagram camera these days, I swear. I don't know if it's the angle or what the deal is. Maybe I just need to put face filters on again. Maybe I just need to balance myself out a little bit. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and get this balanced. Sorry, you guys. This is just technology at its finest, I swear. Go away from that. Let's go live. We are at the hour. Hi. You want to see my lap? Hello, hello, Instagram world. I am Jenn HERMAN, and we have a special guest this evening. We have the one and only, my adorable daughter, joining us tonight. I'm going to twist some cameras around, adjust some feeds. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and throw up tonight. Oops, not what I wanted to do, people. Tonight we are going to be talking about Instagram likes going away and what that impact is for you, if you need to worry about it, how it will impact you, and all that sort of stuff. So this will probably be a slightly shorter video than usual because we got this one going on and all that sort of stuff. And so, yeah, I'm going to have to adjust. We have a new schedule thanks to this one starting preschool today. So lots going on today. It's been a slightly busy day. But yeah, so we're going to talk about Instagram likes going away, how it impacts you, and all of that. But it probably will not be a long show. So you'll be able to get through this quickly. And I have notifications and everything blowing up my phone because this is what happens in life. Okay, so what are we talking about? We're talking about Instagram. Can I type? Instagram likes going away. Oh my gosh, you guys, seriously, my phone is ringing. Everything is happening. Oh my gosh, seriously, I can't even manage all of this. I don't even know if this is working. On a live. Yes. Sorry, you guys. Welcome to my life. Everything is crazy. So I don't know what that just did, but hopefully you guys are still here. Sorry, things are happening. Things are going on. Things are crazy in my life tonight. Phones are ringing. Things are vibrating. Things are beeping. I've got a kid, so welcome to mom life. I know I normally do these shows when I don't have her. And life tends to be a little bit easier to go live. And on that note, you guys, I will be changing the schedule. This little one actually started preschool today. And so my schedule will be changing. I'm going to actually probably move our live shows to Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So that's something that will be a slight shift in the schedule. We've always done Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Today we're doing it Wednesday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern because I had to go get this one from school and all that sort of stuff. So in order to accommodate that, I'm going to be shifting these live videos going forward in the future. They will be on Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So in the next show, which will be 2 weeks from now, we will do that. So hello to everybody who tuned in. I want to go ahead and actually pin this comment so everybody can see that tonight we're going to be talking about Instagram likes going away, what that looks like, what that means for you, what that means for your business, all that sort of stuff. And it's going to, I think there's a lot to talk about here. And if you guys have questions about this and how it impacts you, I definitely want to answer those questions. So if you have those questions, feel free to drop them either in the comments, or you can actually use the questions tab down there at the bottom. There is a little questions icon, and if you put that in there, I will get notified that you want to ask a question, and I can go ahead and pop that question up and answer that question for you. So if you do have specific questions about Instagram testing the option to take away likes, because this did originally roll out back in, it was like 6 months ago now, 4 months ago, they rolled that out in Canada, and now they've extended that. So that's what we're talking about tonight. So for those of you who are here live, thank you. We do have a bunch of you that have tuned in. So we've got Eileen, hello, good to see you. We've got Patricia in Paradise. We've got J.A. Marie or Jamarie. We've got Dee Pruitt. We've got Megan. We've got the one and only Tina, and Mikey Monahan just joined us as well. So, and my girl, hello, Sharon from CEOP3 is here as well. Robin V. Artist just tuned in, and Blue Mountain Lifestyles has just joined us as well. So hello to everybody who is tuning in. We will be talking about the Instagram likes going away. That is what we're going to talk about tonight. As you can see, we have a special guest joining me tonight who doesn't normally show up on the live shows, but she started preschool today, which is a big day. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. She did so good. She had so much fun, and she's looking at herself on the camera, on the YouTube camera, making faces at herself. So, you know, welcome to the entertainment factor of the show. Oh my goodness. Okay. So yeah, so I do want to jump in and go ahead and get talking about Instagram removing those likes. As I mentioned, it was probably about 4 or 6 months ago, they started rolling this out in Canada as a test phase, where they actually said, you know, we're going to pull away the likes from a visible, and so we've got a bunch of people just joining in late. We got Jenna is here, A Flying Fig is here, George is here, Ask Evie is here. I don't know if she's in an airport or she's on an airplane, but she's here. My girl, I love you for showing up. You're amazing. We've got Blue Mountain Lifestyles is here as well in Canada. And said, I should have lost my likes, but I still have them, but others don't. And I love it. It's so refreshing. So yeah, if you guys have comments or feedback, if you've lost the likes and you have any feedback, I'd love to hear that feedback from you while we're on this call tonight as well. But yeah, she's watching herself in the camera. She's like fully just entertaining herself. This is hilarious. Evie says she's on the plane at JFK waiting for everyone to get on. That's awesome. And Beautiful Lips Co. has just joined in as well. Hello, everybody. So, like I said, about 4 or 6 months ago, Instagram did roll out the test phase in Canada, where they took away the public-facing like count on photos, videos, posts on Instagram. So the idea was that they wanted to test and see, you know, if that would have an impact on various factors. Of course, the polite public statement was that they're working to reduce bullying, that they're working to reduce fake influencers, that they're trying to do a lot of things to clean up the space and make it a more healthy mental environment for people. There's other reasons that we will talk about as to why they're doing this, but that was the public good venture reason that they stated for why they wanted to do this. Of course, those of us who want to be skeptical and realistic realize there's probably a lot more to it than just that. But so they did actually take away the likes in Canada, And I talked to multiple people in Canada who did have the likes taken away, and they said that it didn't have any significant impact on them in terms of their engagement and their reach. So you, when you post your content, can see your like counts. You can go to your insights, you can tap on the like list, and you can see how many people liked your post. You still get the analytics. It's just not a public facing number. Now, there are workarounds to this where apparently if you go onto a desktop versus the mobile app, you can see like count. So there are still places where people can see that information. And that's kind of changing with different test factors and that sort of thing. So it is questionable as to how much this is really hidden. But yes, in theory, basically you would log in to Instagram, you can see your like count, but you can't see anybody else's. When you go look at someone's post, if your friends have liked it, it would say, like if you follow me, it would say @Jenn's Trends and others liked this. So it'll list, friends of yours that like it, and then it will just say and others. It won't give an actual like count. It's not going to say 274 likes or whatever it is. It's just going to tell you and others. Eileen Dreams is here and says, I'm in Canada. We don't get the number of likes on other accounts, but we can click in to see our own. Exactly. So you are able to see your own like counts, which is good because I think in that way you still have that data point. You still know how your content is performing. So the big issue with this was that everyone had a big concern that likes would go down, that engagement would go down, that people wouldn't be as likely to participate in that engagement of actually double tapping to like if they didn't see that other people had liked the photo. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and be the crazy person who says nobody cares. In general, most people don't care how many other people liked a post to determine if they're going to like it. Like, if they like it, they're going to double tap and like and keep on scrolling. They're not looking at a photo, looking to see if 1,000 other people liked it to decide if they want to like it or not. They are programmed to double tap to like, and they're going to keep scrolling, and they're going to keep liking, and they're going to keep double tapping, and you're not going to see any major influence. From what we've seen in Canada, that is generally what happened. People's engagement did not decrease. Their reach didn't decrease. There was no significant impact by taking away the public-facing like count. It was very normal in terms of everyday activity on their profiles. So it was not a negative impact. Now, they have gone ahead and extended this testing outside of Canada. They added, I think, 5 more countries. So like Ireland, Italy, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, I think, were the ones that they added. There might be another one in there that I'm forgetting. So they did add it to other countries to test it. And on that note, Blue Mountain Wives Tales has just said, so true, my reach has stayed the same. So they've rolled this out to more countries, which in my opinion is a good indication that this is going to be a permanent impact. The original test, I kind of harbored voicing any opinion. I was kind of like, I'm just going to hold on to many opinions on this, and we're going to see what happens with the testing in Canada. I was very glad they were testing it rather than just jumping into something. They did actually test it. The fact that they've now rolled it out to this many more locations makes me believe that there was no negative impact, that it did have, some of the results that they wanted to see. And now they're willing to push that out to more audiences and try it on a broader scale, which is why they would roll it out to these additional countries. And with that being said, if it hasn't had a drastically negative impact, and if these other countries don't show a drastically negative impact, you can pretty much guarantee that we are going to see the like counts go away. This will become a global rollout unless for some crazy reason there is a major impact change on what these other countries experience compared to what the Canadian tests experienced. And I don't expect that we'll see that. So I am fully warning people and letting you know that you can expect to see your like counts go away. This is, this is going to be completely expected. So don't be shocked when it happens. Don't jump up and down and freak out and scream at the world about it, because it is most likely going to happen. What has been going on in a lot of the forums and on Twitter and across social media is everybody complaining about, well, who cares about this? We just want to go back to chronological. And it's like, you guys, seriously, I mean, and you guys know me, you know how I feel about the chronological versus the algorithmic feed. We've talked about this so many times. They're not going back to chronological. No, chronological is not better. No, it's not going to happen. Like, stop asking for it. It's ridiculous. I'm so tired of hearing that from people because it's just never going to happen. And it wasn't better when it was chronological. I don't care what you say. I will argue with you. You're entitled to your opinion, but I will argue with you that the algorithm is better. And I have data points and all of the information to back up that statement. So I have no problem going to town on that argument. So for those of you who are tuning in late tonight, I do have a special guest, as you can see, hanging out with me tonight. And we are talking about Instagram likes going away. So this test has been extended to multiple more countries. And we are seeing this happen in a broader testing phase, which I presume to mean we're going to see this happen globally, that we are going to see Instagram likes go away permanently from a public-facing perspective on people's profiles. Blue Mountain Lifestyles said, I do miss chronological, but I'm totally used to this now. And it is, this is the algorithm. It ain't going anywhere. Like, we're going to have algorithmic content. Any platform across the board is always going to have some sort of algorithmic content as they grow. Like, this is reality. This is what you need in life. And so here's the thing. When it comes to this change, so why is it happening? I kind of touched on it already. You know, the one thing is that, yes, they are trying to change things. They are trying to, you know, Instagram is a hyperactive platform. You get engagement on Instagram like you don't get on any other platform, right? You get a lot more likes, you get a lot more comments, you get a lot more, well, maybe Twitter, you get more DMs, but that'd be the only platform maybe where you get more DMs than you do on Instagram. Stories are rapid fire. It's a highly engaged platform. And with that comes, you know, a lot of potential negativity where people are going to, you know, put too much emphasis on a like count. People get bullied, people get harassed, people get, you know, picked on. People are attacked for a variety of reasons, including their like counts. This is a big deal for kids, for teenagers, for personal profiles, not necessarily from a business perspective, but it is a legitimate concern for parents and kids that are using this platform and being bullied in various ways because of their popularity on the platform. Aaron the marketer just chimed in and said, honestly, them getting rid of likes is in a way better for society, in my opinion. Too many people focus on how many likes they get, and it can be a little toxic. And that's exactly it. We've put such an emphasis on this vanity metric about, I got 100 likes, I got 200 likes, I got 1,000 likes, and kids are competing and kids are deleting content because they didn't get enough likes, and it's affecting them emotionally and psychologically. Like, this is really messing with people's heads. And imagine, you know, kids, like, as adults, it messes with our heads. I mean, I don't know how many clients and customers I have where, you know, people are, you know, I want more likes, I want more followers. Why didn't we get more likes on this post? And they're obsessed with the vanity metric, and they're not even, you know, they're adults. They have full capacity of understanding of human behavior. You get kids in this environment and they can't understand that. And that type of endorphin and that type of rush that comes from that popularity of a post, when they don't get it, they get really negative and they can get depressed. And it's crazy that there is that much focus and that much impact from this kind of content, but it really is a legitimate concern. And this is the kind of public facing, you know, good Samaritan message that Instagram is trying to focus on. And Blue Mountain Lifestyle said, yes, Aaron, we don't have it here in Canada. It's absolutely better. It also makes you feel like you can share the things you want without the fear of the fear of whether or not people will like this. And Stephanie Lou is in the house. Hey, girl, hey. In Vegas, doing her thing, learning all the things, being a superstar that she is. Love you, girl. So the primary reason that they've moved in this direction is to eliminate that kind of unrealistic expectation of likes, of focusing on that vanity metric. I think it's good from an individual and a personal profile perspective, especially for younger people. But even from a business perspective, you know, we long gone the days when it was like, I want to get 1,000 likes on Facebook. And like, you know, people kind of realize like Facebook lives in its own world and you're not going to get that kind of engagement anymore. But Instagram is still a hugely valuable platform for that vanity metric, for that engagement. People want the likes. They want that rapid fire increase of that, endorphin rush, of that validation of getting those likes. And I'm kind of glad they're taking it away and taking that pressure off of social media managers, taking that pressure off of expectations of the fact that, so my post got 100 likes. Good freaking for you. Like, what does 100 likes mean? Does it mean you're going to get more sales? Does it mean you're going to make more money? Does it mean you're going to get more customers? Does it mean you're going to get more leads? Like, what does 100 likes mean to you? And this is something that getting away from that focus on that like count is, I think, good for businesses as well. We can look at other metrics. We can look at other things to focus on rather than just that vanity metric of how many likes we got, but actually look at our analytics. Now, the skeptics, the pessimists, the realists, however you want to call them, of course, are looking at this from a monetization standpoint for Instagram, aka Facebook, where they are actually saying that Facebook is making this move because of the influencer market, and that when influencers are getting tens of thousands of likes on their photos and all of these millions of followers, and they're making all this money, Instagram, aka Facebook, doesn't get a cut of that pie. Meaning, some brand pays me X amount of dollars to post about their brand. That money is a direct exchange between me and them, and Instagram isn't getting any of that money exchange. And they see the value in influencer marketing, and they want to cut that down, and they want to get a piece of that pie, and that by cutting out the like counts, it's going to cut out influencer marketing, which is going to force them to use ads so that they can get the money. You guys, seriously? Like, yeah, but no. Like, trust me, Instagram, aka Facebook, wants to make money. Like, I legit get that 100%. And are they angry that influencers are making all this money off their platform and they're not getting a chunk of it? Probably. Like, from a business perspective, yeah, you've created this platform to make people millions of dollars and you're not getting a piece of the pie. Yeah. But there's other ways that they could do things to get a piece of that pie without doing this and alienating that entire audience. So I really don't think that's a viable argument for this. I'm not disagreeing that they want to get a piece of the pie. I don't think that doing this is meant to take away that component. They're not doing it to get money from ads, because let's face it, these influencers that are complaining about it, and I'm going down this rabbit hole in just a minute, but these influencers that are complaining about it and saying they just want to take my money and they want me to buy ads, you're too cheap to buy ads in the first place, because you're a bunch of fake influencers that ain't making real money, and you're just going off of like counts and trying to sell your shit, and you ain't gonna buy ads anyways, and Instagram knows that. So basically, they're chasing you off the platform to make the platform better. Yes, we're going into a rant, because when it comes to this component, this is meant to cut down on fake influencer marketing. It's not meant to hurt real influencer marketing. Meaning, if you as an individual, as a brand, as an account, have actual influence and can actually make conversions and actually drive sales and actually create some sort of value by posting content and supporting another brand, that's not going to go away when your like count goes away. Because you are still going to have the likes, you are still going to have the clicks, you're still going to have the conversions, and you're still going to be able to pitch yourself to a real brand who's going to give you money in exchange for conversions. None of that goes away when the like count goes away. What does go away is the fake influencers who buy a bunch of stuff, get a whole bunch of popularity behind their content, and then turn around and can't sell shit, but they get people to give them a bunch of money and act as influencers and charge $10,000, $5,000, $1,000, whatever it is a post, but they don't do anything. They don't actually drive conversions, and they're just trying to live off of the influencer lifestyle, but not actually do business, not actually drive conversions for those brands that are giving them money. And those people, yeah, they're going to get hurt, because if they can't prove conversions and they have no likes to back it up, not going to work. If they can't present it as a business model, they're not going to get any more influencing campaigns and a bunch of money sent their way. Like, seriously, duh. So the people who are complaining about it are the ones who know that they're going to lose money because they know they don't have a business model. Any influencer who has a legitimate business model and is making genuine money in genuine conversions for the people that they partner with, they don't care that like counts are going away because they know they can work with more people and make more money and do what they need to do to be successful. Boom. Rant over. And like, oh my God, you guys, I love you guys. Like the comments that are like flooding in while I'm ranting. I couldn't even like stop because you guys are amazing. So Jay Black & Co. said yes, and I know other entrepreneurs who are making money, but their IG posts are not receiving a high count of likes. And that's the thing. You can make money with 500 followers. You can make money with 100 followers. You can make money with 1 million followers. You can make money with any size audience if you're doing it right and providing value on that exchange. There are people out there with 20,000, 2 million, whatever followers, and they can't make money to save their life because they're not good at it. They don't have a business model. People may pay them to post something, but they're not doing anything for that brand. And that brand is the dumb one who's giving them money in exchange for exposure that will never convert for them. So shame on all of them in that exchange. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Hey, Stephanie said, true. Terry Johnson is waving. Jay Black & Co. and Blue Mountain Wives Tales are all laughing. Shannon, hello. Shannon said, get a girl. Aaron the marketer has all the lit facts, clapping, laughing. It's true though. Terry Johnson said, preach. Jay Black & Co. said, Jenn is going on with all the claps. One Firefly LLC said, what will the measurement of success to engagements in the form of comments? I will get to that because no, it's not going to be comments at all. Hey, Stephanie said, preach. Terry Johnson said, you are 1,000% right. Elena is laughing. Everyone is laughing. I love you all. Gary, hello. Good to see you too. Ken Watson showed up for the party. Ken, you just missed the rant. Like I just wrapped it up. It was like the mic drop, like legit. Terry Johnson said, glad IG is cleaning house. Shannon's clapping away. Shannon said, mic drop. Hey, Stephanie said, take that. And Terry Johnson said, get rid of the fakes 100%. And then more mic drops. So here's the thing. And everyone's like, well, now they're going to start trying to get comments and they're going to milk the system to get comments. No, like, you guys, come on. Like, you're still getting likes. You're still getting engagement. Comments are not going to be the new metric of engagement because you still know how many likes you got. If you all like my post, I still see that 382 of you liked my post. I still see that. I still have the metrics. I don't need to see 20 comments, 50 comments. Of course, I want comments. Comments are valuable. But don't go around trying to force people into leaving comments because it looks desperate, it looks greedy, and it looks like you're trying to game the system because that's not a new metric. Likes versus comments are never going to be the same thing, and a high comment count is never going to be a replacement for engagement because you will still have your engagement. And comments are useless unless they're driving actual relationship building and actual potential for conversions. I got epic rant. I got sorry for my story of my life lately, always late to the party. Bella, hello, gorgeous. You just missed my rant too. Everyone's tuning in. You just missed the rant. You'll have to come back and watch the replay. But so here's the thing. It is, when it comes to them taking this away, it's good for influencer marketing because it's going to get away from the bullshit influencer marketing that we live in where people can just fake their way through and be like, I have all these followers. I get all these likes. Give me money. No, that shouldn't be working now. And it's going to work even less going forward. Here's why I think this is a good thing. First, brands can no longer go after the popular kid on the playground. So brands cannot go and say, let me find every influencer that has 1 million followers and 10,000 likes on a photo. Great. Let's go approach them. That's no longer a metric. They can't look at a popularity contest to determine who they want to work with. Instead, they get to go look at accounts that align with their brand, that are actually in a similar space, that have a similar target audience, and reach out to them and say, hey, is this something you're interested in promoting? Is this something you're interested in doing with us? Or as an influencer, you can go and pitch a brand and you can show up with data and facts. You can show your analytics. I get this many likes because you still have your like counts, people. This other people can't see it. You have your clicks to conversions. You can have any of your data and analytics on your back end. Any campaigns you've done with other brands where you can show money, revenue generated, clicks generated, conversions generated. When you have that data, you can get to go to a brand and pitch, and you come out looking like a success, because whether you have 1,000 followers, 10,000 followers, or 1,000,000 followers, you have data to back up that you are a successful influencer to work with. This is actually going to help you be better. It's going to help you make more money. Brands are going to get better alignment with better influencers who are actually valuable to them, not just because they're popular. So I think this is good for influencer marketing. It's going to get us away from this ridiculous environment where everybody's an influencer and where kids grow up wanting to be YouTube stars and Instagram influencers and pose in a bikini all day and get a bunch of money for it. Because that's bullshit. That's not a freaking career. That's not how you run a business. So I think this is good. I thought this was good for a while. When they first started rolling this out in Canada, this was exactly where my mind went. I'm like, this is good, and here's why. I reserved my judgment on it until we saw the results. We're not seeing negative impact on reach. We're not seeing negative impact on engagement. We're not seeing negative impact on conversions. People are not seeing any significant difference with like counts not being public facing. You're still getting the same results, same reach, same engagement. So who cares that it's gone? The people who care are the people who are faking their way through trying to grow a business in an unrealistic way. So that's pretty much the end of my rant on that one, and why I actually think this is good in the long run. Jay Black & Co. said, that's right. Let these brands do some work and research. Influencer marketing has become so lazy. Brands should partner with brands that align with their vision and mission. Exactly. It's everyone's just looking for the easy check mark. In terms of, check that box, check that box, check that box. Oh yeah, we worked with a bunch of influencers, and it was 1/10 of what it would cost us for a TV ad. It was 1/10 of what it would cost us for a billboard. It was 1/10 of what it would cost us for a year print campaign. They can throw a couple, $1,000 at an influencer for a bunch of exposure, but it's lazy. They're just looking for popularity contests. They're not necessarily looking for brand alignment, and this is going to force them out of that box and to be responsible for who they choose to work with. And it's going to cause influencers to have to back up their data points and actually validate their information and their conversions before they actually partner with these brands. So yes, I think it's good. Is it going to impact you as a business? No, it's really not. And if your likes go down, okay, they probably weren't that good in the first place. They were probably fake likes in the first place. Like, it's not going to impact you. You still want to approach Instagram the way that I teach and that I preach over and over again. Quality content. Things that need people to stop in the feed. Things that are valuable to the person on the other end of that content. Not what's valuable to you, but what is valuable to your target audience. When you create content that matters to them, they will take action on it. They will like it, they will comment, they will click, they will do whatever it is they need to do based on that content. So quality content, less of it. You guys, this is not going to change. Less content. Don't go creating more content. Your content competes with itself. It hurts yourself in the long run when your content has to compete with itself for exposure. So less content. Use hashtags. You guys can go to jenstrends.com and search Instagram hashtags and find all my hashtag strategies. Well, it's one, it's just in multiple posts. And you can get in there and see my hashtag strategy that's going to get you actual reach and exposure to your target audience, to people who are actually looking for what you have to offer. If you're an influencer, brands will find you. If you're a brand, your customers will find you. Like, hashtags work. You want to keep using those, and you want to use a variety of growth strategies. Again, go to jenstrends.com and you can search for these sorts of things. You can search for Instagram growth, Instagram followers, any of that sort of stuff. And I have multiple blog posts talking about organic growth strategies that you can actually use and build your audience and do it the right way. Because if you keep doing what is working, if you keep doing what is right, which is to give people what they want and get in front of the right audiences, it doesn't matter if like counts go away. It doesn't matter if they take it away or they bring it back or they roll it in and roll it. It's not going to impact you. It will not have that kind of permanent impact because you're doing the right things to get in front of your audience and give them what they actually need, and you will drive conversions and you will get more money in the long run, regardless of the size of your account. Mallory King Fitness said, have you already done a post on why shadow bans do happen? You are welcome to go to jenstrends.com and search shadow ban. You can also go to my YouTube channel and search shadow ban. Just go to Jen's Trends. Look for that on YouTube. And I have Ken saying, uh-oh, shadow ban. Listen, you guys, I'm not going to get into it because shadow ban is going to, like, I'm going to lose my voice. I will go down a rabbit hole I'm not prepared to go down. Shadow bans do not happen in the way you think they do. Does your content get hidden from hashtags? Absolutely. For a lot of reasons. A lot of it is algorithmic. A lot of it is things that you don't see your content in the hashtag, but I see your content in the hashtag. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not there. If you go to your analytics on your post and it says that you're ranking in hashtags, but you don't see your content, guess what? You're still in hashtags. It's just choosing where to put that content. Can you get banned? Yes. You can get flagged. You're going to immediately get your content pulled if someone flags you or reports you for bad behavior or bad content. If you have content that's copyright infringement, meaning it's something that maybe has music in it, if it's videos and that sort of thing, and that any sort of copyright potential infringement, you're not going to get any reach. You're not going to show up in any searches across the board because they're going to lock you down. That doesn't mean you've been banned. It means that something happened, and once you come off that ban, your content will resume normal behavior. Can it hurt you? Yes, but you've got to make sure you're doing the right things and not acting like a spammer, not doing bad things, not putting out copyright infringement content, which is pretty much anything with music in it these days is going to get flagged. So you have to be really smart about it. But guess what? I have posts that don't show up. I have posts that do show up. I have posts that get shared a ton. I have posts that never get shared. This shit happens. Not every post is going to perform well. And if you're having content not show up, if you feel like you've hit that sort of ban where you've been blocked, stop fucking posting. And I'm sorry, like I get frustrated on this topic because people get so frustrated and they get so mad at me that they want this fixed. And I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys. If you're getting banned, if your content's not getting reach, stop posting. Don't do more. The more you do, the more you hurt yourself. Stop. Take a step back. Take a chill pill. Let your content resettle. Be engaged. Be on the platform. Be socializing. Be commenting. Be looking at people's stories. Be in the DMs. Be an actual human being, and then get back to a posting schedule. It could be a week, 2 weeks down the road. You guys, I live on Instagram, and I post once a month sometimes, like literally once a month. The more you post, the more you're hurting yourself. And a lot of times that's what your problem is that you're posting too much content, and then something bad happens and you try to overcompensate and you just hurt yourself more and more and more and more. So stop overloading, start slowing down, figure out what your audience wants. And the whole shadow ban thing, you guys, if you're creating quality content, your audience is going to find it. If you're creating something that's of value to your audience and to your potential audience, and you're actually doing something that's going to deliver a value to them, that value could be education, it could be entertainment, it could be a solution to a problem, whatever that is. It could be your product. It might just be knowledge, whatever. If you're providing value, you will be successful. Even if you don't show up in every hashtag search, it's okay because your audience is there. If they're engaging with it, if they're sharing it to their stories, if they're bookmarking it, if they're telling people about you, you're still being successful. Stop stressing so much about hashtag performance because I promise you hashtags are working, even if you don't think they are, and they are there. And if they are in any way banned, you will come back when you get off of whatever roller coaster that you've been on for whatever reason. Oh my gosh, I know. Aaron the Marketer said, really great points. Glad I tuned in. Been a while since I got the chance to see your live. I'm glad you tuned in too. Thank you for showing up. And Terry said, yes. And just being said, IG can feel your desperation. They really can. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, Instagram knows when you're like, oh my God, like, I'm dying. Like, give me more. And then, like, you're, like, lunging out. Trust me, they know it. They're, like, trust me, there's a lot going on in the algorithms that you don't know what's going on. Ken's throwing up all the hearts. Thanks, Ken. All right, you guys. So on that note, with ending on the rant that I wasn't planning on getting into, I'm going to wrap it up. I got a kid out there entertaining herself that I got to go entertain. I will be back in 2 weeks, and we're going to move the show to Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So in 2 weeks, it'll be on the Tuesday, not the Wednesday. Don't know what the topic will be just yet. But by all means, you can always reach out to me, send me a DM, send me questions, anything like that if you want to follow up. And if you want to stay on top of all the changes when they actually happen and not wait for a live show, you can always join the Facebook group. Go to search on Facebook, search for Jenn's Trends in Social Media, and join the Facebook group where we talk about all of these things as they happen, trending, breaking news, all of that goes down in the Facebook group where you can have live conversations with everybody in the group and not have to wait for us to show up on a live show. So I will see all of you around the social media spheres. The kid is calling me. I'm going to go. And thank you all for tuning in. I will see you again in 2 weeks. And yes, don't forget that the likes going away is not a bad thing. Actually a good thing. All right. Bye, guys. Okay. Thank you so much, YouTube world. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Same calls to action to you. Go ahead and join the Facebook group. And again, don't forget, Facebook or Instagram likes going away is not a bad thing. I will see you in 2 weeks on Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern.